Sorry, I had burps. Anyway. Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning. It's currently 8:15 in the morning here. And I want to give you guys a lesson and also a small story on a skill that I've kind of learned over the years of working. And it's not easy. But so I want to tell you what has happened. So I've worked the same job for a good amount of time, right? Same job. And then all of a sudden the managers come up to me and one of the managers come up to me and they're like, hey, we want you to do this other job to cross-train you. And at first I was hesitant because I knew the job and I just didn't have any interest in it. If I had interest in it, I would have applied, right? So he was like, yeah, we want to cross-train you just for the future. We can, have you as a backup, right? Cool. So at first I was like, I really don't want to do it. The manager said, hey, I already got you scheduled in. Please don't say no. We really want you to do this. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So the first 2 days go great. I train with somebody. I watch him. I follow him. I do a few jobs myself with that job. He watches me. We do them together. Perfect. Everything's fine. I feel confident going in. On the third day, I'm going to be doing it by myself with him checking in on me. That's cool. So I go in on the third day, right? I can't access the computers. I can't access any of the apps that I need. I can't do anything right the way that I was trained to do. So when I go in and do it by myself, I can't do anything. So, and then I have one little app that I could possibly use to get the job done, but I'm not at 100%. And this job has to do with messing with people's money. Like, if people do stuff wrong and they count wrong, it has to do with counting. And people count wrong, I have to take money from them if they mess up. And not only that, I also have other people waiting on me for that to get counted and ready to go. So, that being said, I went to the person who trained me, and then I went to his boss, and then I went to his boss's boss, if that makes sense. I just climbed all the way up the ladder, and no one could really help me, figure out anything. So the guy who trained me was like, I don't know why you can't access anything. His boss was like, I don't know why you can't access anything. And then the boss's boss, the main guy, he was like, I don't know why you can't do anything, but you have this one app that'll let you at least get started. So I was like, whatever. Like, I really didn't want to do it, but I at least had a little bit of information to go and try to find what I needed. So I go to and try to find these cases that I needed and pallets that I needed. With just these little numbers. So I found one half, and then the other half was already loaded into a truck, and the loader, he's about to close the truck and get ready to go, and these are 2 giant pallets. And I'm not going to sit here and hold him up and the trucker up just because I got to audit somebody. I'm not doing that because it's going to take me at least an hour, and I know they're going to be waiting on me, and they're going to be mad. And see, if I would have had the other app, I could have chose one that's from a truck that's, halfway done, or, less than halfway. Like, those are the trips that I want. That way I have the amount of time that I need to do what I do, because it's going to take me longer because I'm new, and it's going to take me a while to build up speed. And I'm not going to take one where the trucks, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And so I was like, I don't have access to anything. This guy wants me to do these trips the way that I wasn't really trained to do. And when I'm messing with people's money that they work hard for, I don't feel right doing that. I just don't. And then the loaders and everyone's gonna be mad at me too. And I'm just feeling all this pressure because he's like, yeah, just go and do it. You know, you can do it. You can do it. You know. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna reassess, and I'll come back to it. Because I was getting very frustrated. I was on the phone for an hour trying to talk to somebody. I was trying to find these apps that no one could help me find, and I don't have any labels. I just have these container numbers, which aren't good enough. And I was just, I'm new, and everyone just left me by myself. And I'm just not willing to do that. I'm just not doing that. Like, no one wants to help me. They just want me to be by myself, and they want me to figure it out. And, you know, I'm just like, you know what? And not only that, I'm going to be staying extra late. I'm going to get a pay decrease because the job doesn't pay as well as the job that I have now. So why would I even want to be a backup and possibly be a full-time if I wanted to do and pursue this? I don't. And not only that, I'm in the freezing cold in the freezer, freezing my butt off the entire day. No. So I reassessed, and I got the guts, and I know I really didn't want to go there and tell them, like, hey man, like, I don't want to do this. I'm not interested. You know, like, I'm being thrown to the wolves. I'm not interested in this anymore. I'd rather just go back and doing my old job because I know it and I'm very good at it. And I just didn't have any interest in this job to begin with at all. Well, needless to say, he just said, okay, that's all right. And, you know, he told my boss. I went in and talked to my boss and told them, and I think they were a little disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and you know, take away people's money if I'm not confident in my job, because I don't have the tools to do my job. So, the moral of the story is, at the end of the day, if this was my 18-year-old self, 21-year-old self, I would have just done my best, and I probably would have counted it and made a mistake and probably not ended up well. However, at my age of 35, I know what I can do. I know when I'm confident in something, and I know when I'm gonna be good at it and I can do it. And I know if I'm wasting someone's time, I know when to cut it off. Because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste their time. And, you know, and it's just better like that. Yes, it sucks that I told them I wasn't interested. They're going to have to find some coverage today. But you know what? They're going to be better off tomorrow because I'm not sitting there making mistakes and I'm not doing it right and I'm in a hurry and everything. It's just, it'll be okay. It's fine. But the moral of the story is, if you're at a job and they try to cross-train you and you're not comfortable with it, and yes, it's going to feel weird the first day, second day, third day. It's going to feel weird because it's a new job, but stick with it. At least go through the training and stick with it. And then, when your day comes and you're by yourself, just remember, write stuff down. Try to remember as much as you can, but write stuff down so that way you have a guide. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help. That's what they want you to do. They want you to do the job right. They want you to do it efficiently, and they want you to be pretty good at it, because don't try to go, full speed ahead. Speed will come with time. But, just try to be good. And, so stick it out, at least through the training, and on your day off, if you need help, ask for help, and eventually you will get the hang of it. You will. But in this case, no one was willing to help me, and no one could really figure out what to do. And, when it comes to that, I'm not about that. If you're just going to feed me to the wolves and expect me to do it by myself when I'm asking for help, it ain't for me. It just ain't for me. Sorry. I understand, it sucks, but, if I'm asking for help and you're not willing to help me, especially, on my first day by myself, maybe the second day I could kind of get it, or, maybe even the third day, I'd be like, dude, come on, you've been trained, this is your third day, you should be able to get the hang of it after the 6th or 7th day of doing this. But on my first day, dude, throwing me out to the wolves like that, yeah, I'm not having that. So the thing is when you're 18, 21, when you're young like that, and they take advantage of you like that, don't let them pressure you into taking a job that you don't want to do, or you're not interested in it. Because at the end of the day, you got to work here for 8 to 9 hours a day. And if you're pressured into a job you don't want to do, you ain't going to want to do it. And so I made that choice today. And honestly, yeah, it sucks today, but I'm going to wake up tomorrow feeling way better, knowing that I tried it. It wasn't for me. I didn't like it. We can cut it, move on, and that's it, but at least I tried. I did my best. They threw me to the wolves without really helping me when I needed it, because I didn't have the tools that I needed. It's like trying to tell a plumber to go fix a toilet without giving him his tool bag. It's yeah, here, train with a tool bag with all your tools, wrenches, plumbing supplies. But then on your first day, you take away his tool bag, and then you don't want to help him. It's nah, dude, it's not the way it goes. But anyways, that's what I was dealing with today, and I just wanted to give you that message, because I wish I had that message when I was young. Don't let them pressure you. Don't do it. It's gonna suck going in there and telling them straight to their face that you're not interested in the job and you don't want it. Yeah, it's gonna suck, but once you get it out and you tell them, you get the guts to do that, they're gonna respect you more for doing that than doing the job wrong, and you're in the wrong and you cost the company money. They're gonna respect you way more for that. So, all right, guys. Anyways, I just wanted to share that story because I feel like a lot of people should know when to say no to being pressured, and when to say, all right, yeah, sometimes a little bit of pressure is good, especially if it's from someone you respect. However, if you're pressured and then you don't get help, you just got to know when to say no. So hope this message didn't confuse you. I hope you learn from it. I wish I would have had someone to tell me this when I was younger, because I didn't have the guts to go up and tell people that, no, I don't want to do this job because I'm not confident in the job, and, you're kind of throwing me by myself on the third day. It's nah. No, and I need help and you're not willing to help me, then I'm not going to do it. That's just how that is, So, anyways, have a good day, guys. I'll see you later. And, yeah, just remember, man, just keep going. Keep going. Try it out. Try the new job out and see if you like it, and try your best. And if you don't, you don't. If you do, great. But, man, what a day. What a day.